Hello everyone. So in this video, we are going to create this kind of functionality in which if user adds some data, okay, let's say semester is fourth, and user click on add button, one row is created with the data. Okay, if I want to add new data, let's say Rahul and roll number 11 and semester, let's say fourth, submit button, a new row is created. So how do we achieve that? So we initially let us design this table and let us design this input field. So I'm not going to design uh, uh, by the style sheet or css. This is just a plain html, okay, because we are just focusing on the functionality, how to achieve this functionality. And after having this field, we will be working on javascript key, how to add this table dynamically as soon as the user uh, added data. Okay, so let us first design the table and this field. Okay, so I have already coded here, so let us remove everything and start from the sketch. So HTML, so this is a boilerplate. Let me clean all the things. Okay, so what do we want here? So initially we want tables. So table tag and table head. Okay, table head and table th table. Okay, fine. So how many head do we want? So let's say we want name heading or roll number and last semester. Okay, semester. And after that, let us table body, write some default data, table body and table data. So what data? Let's say SNA and semester. Let's say eighth. Oh, sorry, roll number. Let's say 93 and semester. Let's say 8th. So this is the default data which we have entered. Okay, so let us see how it is looking. Okay, so let me refresh the page. Okay, so initially it is looking like that. So let us give some border to our table. Okay, so for border, let us go to the head section and a style tag I'm using. I'm not creating a new file. I'm just writing here because it's only 2 line of code. Table, in table we want to give and table heading and table, let's say data. So what do we want to give? Border. Okay, how much border? 2 pixels border. Okay, which type of border? Solid border. Which color do you want to give? Let's say black color we want to give. Okay, so this is set. So let us see our border is showing or not. Okay, so let me refresh the page. Yeah, we are showing border, but it is not showing in something is mistaken. Just a second. Yes, by mistake we have created table body outside of the table. So let me put inside it. Hmm, table head, this table body. Okay, so let us look once again. Okay, let us look. Yeah, so our table is completed. Okay, what do we want now? We want input field. So that user enter the data from the input field and we want one button also. And as soon as the button is clicked, the data is entered into the table. So let us create fields. Yes, so besides table, let us give some break. Okay, and a name and input. So text, okay, and let us give some ID. And what ID I want to give? Let's say name. And let us copy paste this for a roll number and type is number here and semester and type will be name. It's okay. Text here and ID is what? Semester. Okay, and here ID is roll number. And one button also we want. So let us give one. No, break is not required actually. Let us input and type submit and Let us give some value, add. Okay, so let us look how our input field is looking now. Okay, so I'm refreshing the page. Yeah, so it is looking fine. So what do we want? We want give user enter data just like this. Data should be added here. No, it will not work because we have not done programming on that. It is just a plain thing. So we want this to add to the table. So for that, we need to create one row dynamically. How do we do that? With the help of JavaScript. So we need to take data from here, input field, and store it into the variables and create a new tag and dynamically target that row into the table. So let us do that. How do we do? Okay, okay, so fine. So finally we are using JavaScript. So let me write a script tag and type JavaScript script tag. So inside the script tag, we will write our JavaScript. So initially initially we want to target this button. So let me give one ID also, ID add button. Okay. Okay, so add button. It is a variable. Let me give a different name. Button. Okay. So document dot query selector. Let us write query selector for. Okay. Which thing we want to target? We want to target this button. So uh, because it is ID, we will use hash add btn. Okay, so it is done. So it will give us a object. Okay, not value, object in the button. So we are storing that object to the button. We want to target one more thing, that is table. So document, okay, query selector, and this time we will not give any ID because we want to target whole tag, table tag. So if you want to target tag, then there is no need to give hash. Okay, so it will come into the object will come into the table tag. Fine. So what else do we want more? We want object of this input field. Okay. So let us write some code for that. So I will use I name equal to document. So let me copy from here code. For name, for roll number, and for semester. So what are their ID? Name ID, and what ID we have given to the roll number here, and for semester we have given semester. So let us put simple, and let us give some name. So let's say I object. Let's say what name object underscore roll number. Here we are not getting the value. We are getting the object. The value of uh, the value of the field, it is inside this object. Okay, so we need to fetch it semester. Right. Okay, so let us write some event on this button. So what I will do, I will button add event listener, event listener. Okay. So which event listener I want to add? On click, I want to add. Okay. So what it needs to do? So let us define here what it needs to do. On click. So initially we need to fetch data from here. Okay. So let us do that. How do we do? Simple. Now we have object. Okay, now we need not write query selector. We need to simply fetch data from this object. So o dot underscore name dot value. So it will give the value of the field. So we need to save it somewhere else. So let us write name. Okay, so this is simple. We are fetching the value from the object. Okay, so let me copy paste it for roll number in semester. So here o dot roll number, and here semester. Okay, simple. So here semester also, and here roll number. So finally the value which user will add on the fields we are have in this variables. Okay, so what we need to do with this value, we need to add this value into the row. so we need to create a row for that. So let us create a row. So let me create a variable. Let's say new underscore row, and whole row. Let me insert into this. Okay. So this is a row. So inside the row, we need to enter table data. Okay. Table data. Table. Fine. So let us write, this is what dollar to fetching the value, and name. Okay, so this we need to copy paste. This is for name. This is for, it will extract a value. Okay, roll number, and this is for semester. Okay, fine. So we are done with it. So what now? Our row is created, and we have filled data into the row. Okay. Um, now we need to add this row, newly created row with data into the table. So how do we do that? We have already targeted the table. So inner HTML, okay, HTML, and okay, what do we want? We need to add this new row. So plus equal to append this new row underscore row. So this new row will be added to our existing table. So let us see the effect of this coding JavaScript. Okay. So let us open the browser. Okay, so let me refresh the page. Yes. So let us write some data. Hmm, Roll number, let's say semester, let's say 4. Yeah. So it is working fine. If you want to add some more, Rahul, 33, semester 4th, and it is doing the work. So this is it, guys. Thank you for watching.